Yeah, I've often thought that a jester's calling would suit me to an air.
Thee? Would suit thee, all thou death's head and crossbones?
I have a pretty wig. A light, airy, joysome wig, spiced with anecdotes of the prison cells and the torture chamber. I've tried it out on many a prisoner, and there have been some that have smiled. Now, it's not easy to make a prisoner smile, and it shouldn't be difficult to be a good jester, seeing that thou art one.
Difficult. Difficult. Nothing easier. Attend to me and I shall prove it to you. A private buffoon is a light-hearted loon if you listen to popular rumour. From the morn to the night he's so joyous and bright, and he bubbles with wit and good humour. He's so quaint and so terse both in prose and in verse, and yet people forgive his transgressions. There are one or two rules, they're all family fools, must observe if they love their profession. There are one or two rules, half a dozen maybe, that all family fools of whatever degree must observe if they love their profession. If you wish to succeed as a jester, you'll need to consider each person's auricular. What is all right for B will quite scandal, I see, for C is so very particular. And D is so dull, and he's very thick skull, is as empty a brain as a ladle. And F is F sharp, and cries with a carp that he's known your best joke from your cradle. Your humour, your flout, you can't let yourself go, and it does put you out when a person says, "Ow, I have known that old joke from your cradle." When your master is surly from getting up early and tempers are short in the morning, and an opportune joke is enough to provoke him to give you at once a month's warning. And if you're afraid he is at you again, for he likes to get value for money, he'll ask then and there, with an insolent stare, "Don't you know that you're paid to be funny?" In as to the task of a merry man's place, when his principal asks with a scowl on his face, "Don't you know you're paid to be funny?" Comes a bishop, maybe, or a solemn DD, oh beware, his anger provoking. Better not pull his hair as it pins in his chair, he don't understand practical joking. And if a joke that you crack has an orthodox smack, you may get a bland smile from these sages. And should they by chance be imported from France, half a crown is knocked out of your wages. It's a general rule you'll see it make when if a family fault is a joke that's too French, half a crown is knocked out of his wages. Though your head it may rack with a bilious attack, and toothache your senses you're losing. Don't be mopey and flat, and I'm fine you for that if you're properly quite unamusing. Though your wife ran away with a soldier that day and took with her a trifle of money, bless your heart, they don't mind. They're exceedingly kind. They don't blame you so long as you're funny. It's a comfort to feel that your partnership fits and you suffer a deal. They don't mind it a bit. They don't blame you so long as you're funny.